Hi, I'm Tobias Turley,
And I'm Henry Calvert.
and welcome to Season 2 of The Scene Stealers.
For all things movies,
Theatre,
TV,
be it reviews
news,
and interviews.
we've got you covered
So, come with us for Season 2 of The Scene Stealers.
for your weekly dose of pop culture goodness. That's right, welcome back to Scene Stealers with me, Henry Calvert.
And me, Tobias Turley.
Today we've got a very special episode for you, that being our awards special.
Yes, I'm excited for this.
Everyone's favourite season, award season. It is the season for film awards, but as well, of course, theatre awards. And I don't know, by the time this goes out, have the What's on Stage been...
Ooh, you know what? I don't know.
I
don't think so.
Well, as we mentioned last year, Tobias was nominated for a What's on Stage award, and that's also coming up. So either by the time this goes out, we don't know, or Tobias will know.
I don't think this will be out by the time. That's right. I think this will be out before the What's on Stage awards.
Okay,
So I don't think we'll
but
know.
that is coming up as well, which is very exciting.
Yeah,
That's very exciting.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's always a great night. It was so much fun last year, and I'm in a tough category.
Yes, up against
there's some
what,
heavy hitters.
Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne, Leighton Williams, Zoe Burkett for Tina as well. She's lovely. So it's a heavy hitter category. So
Regardless, it's great to be in that. Yes.
Yeah, I feel very honoured to be amongst those names. So I'm not holding my breath, but
It'll be
I'm
a good
very
night.
excited.
It'll be a great night. But to start things off with a review, shall we?
I think we should. So this is one of the news segments we mentioned last week.
Yeah,
So I think we'll just let the news segment music roll, shall we?
Yes. You're doing a review, Henry and Tobias doing a review. Tobias, what are we reviewing this week?
This week, we sat down last night and we were talking about what movies we need to watch for awards season.
Yeah.
So we watched Emilia Perez.
Which was... Yes. watched. We tortured ourselves
it's a
with
musical
Emilia Perez.
drama about... obviously, we'll have a spoiler section later. We'll keep this non-spoilers for now.
But essentially, Emilia Perez is about a transgender drug cartel leader who
basically wants to leave his old life behind and be his true self
and
as Emilia Perez.
and transitions into a woman.
Yes.
However, it's one of the most backwards, distasteful, regressive films I've ever seen.
I feel like the sentiment was there. Like, they wanted to tell a good story, but the execution was awful.
Utterly. Oh, and it's a musical. It's a musical as
Yeah.
well. And if you've seen any clip from Emilia Perez, it'll be the clip of them singing, I want to talk
Man
about
to
sex
woman.
change operation. I see.
To woman.
Woman to man, penis to vagina. It.
Goodness me. There's so much to talk about, I guess, but maybe we just start from the beginning. I think the major flaws for me in this movie, there's very few things that kind of drag it back, that redeem itself. There's not many redeeming qualities.
I think I said there was two scenes that were... No, there were two elements that didn't make me want to stove my face in. And that was the one scene...
Where they reconnect at the dinner table.
Yeah, where Zoe Saldana's character and Emilia Perez reconnect at dinner.
Yeah.
It's very tense. I thought that was somewhat engaging.
I thought it was shot really well, the way as soon as she realizes who she's talking to, the lights of the rest of the restaurant they're in go dark. We come into a closer shot of them two.
And that was cool.
And
that was cool.
That was the theatrical aspect that worked really well.
Yeah.
Where, like, the backlights dropped, we cut in, it was just them on with like spotlights. That worked really well. And there was another scene kind of towards the end. Obviously, I don't want to do a spoilers too yet. We'll have a spoiler warning in a minute. There was a scene towards the end that was quite gripping as well.
But I think as well, there's a section that they've released online about a song called El Mal or something, which, like, audibly, I think is disgusting. Like, it's a terrible song. But
I think all the songs are pretty awful.
Oh yeah. But visually, I thought, okay, it's doing something. But what I think we need to touch on visually and kind of cinematography wise is that we were saying that it's like they've picked one of every single shot in existence.
Yeah, it was like, it felt a little bit like, we were watching it with a friend last night, he said it was a little bit like a A-level media project where they were like, oh, you get more, you get scored higher, you get scored higher if you get as many different camera angles as possible. There was a bit where there was where they were delivering a package to Zoe Saldana, and there was like a camera on a bike, and there was a camera like on a car at one point,
and then there was a bit with like loads of green screen, and then they did like a dolly thing, and then it went into black and white. It was like, what the blazes is going on?
Yeah, it felt like the cinematography was too much. It was trying to do too much.
Yeah.
And hand in hand with that, the editing
was awful.
Bad. Was
so
bad.
Many cuts.
There's way too many cuts, especially in the musical numbers. There was a scene where Zoe Saldana is on the phone to Emilia Perez and Selena Gomez's character, and they're in three segments on the screen. And not only is the green screening awful, but I've just shouted straight down the mic. Sorry, everyone. Like it felt so choppy and so like it just didn't feel like a film. It didn't feel like
it felt like an advert.
There was no coherence.
That section felt a lot like a pharmaceutical advert.
Yeah, it was odd. So cinematography bad,
editing. Music's terrible.
God,
the performances are serviceable.
I think Zoe Saldana's good, but she's always generally quite. You can rely on her. Selena Gomez, I thought she was good.
Yeah, this is like they're perfectly fine. Like there's nothing which I was like, wow, what a performance! Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
That was really introspective. Wow, that was brilliant.
I think for me as well, because there were so many musical numbers and 95% of them were awful. A lot of their performance was during songs, and these people aren't singers apart from Selena Gomez. Actually
not that you'd know. Because she wasn't especially good.
I mean, she was doing all right with the music she got given, I think. But Zoe Saldana, Carla Sofia Gascon, who played Emilia Perez, they couldn't sing.
Oh no!
Both her and Zoe Saldana, and like there's a doctor in it at one point. In Tel Aviv.
I've been a doctor since I'm 24.
And it's just.
I think the song is called Lady, and that is honestly sort of such a low point.
The music and the singing is so bad, it makes someone like me just laugh at this film, which
it's awful.
I shouldn't be laughing at. It's not good.
If there's anything you want to take away from this review, it's you don't watch Emilia Perez. It's a car crash of a film that I said to you, when it came to watching it, I thought I was going to have to like rent it on Prime or something. No, it is actually on Netflix. It's just had
it's a Netflix original.
It's had like no promotion on Netflix. I've barely seen it. It's not on the homepage for a start. And considering how many people are talking about it at the minute, that's a shock. That just proves how little even Netflix enjoy this film. Sorry, I'm gesturing at my TV here.
I think the thing that annoys me most, like this film, like I think we both gave it a 1 star on Letterboxd.
Oh yeah.
How on earth this film beat Wicked at the Golden Globes for Best Musical / Comedy blows my mind.
Well, speaking of the Globes, that wraps up the film review segment. That's Emilia Perez. Wait,
I kind of want to talk about the film. Sorry.
Yeah, but we'll do that with the Golden Globe bit.
Yeah, but I just want to say, like, as we're talking about Emilia Perez, like, the comparison between this and Wicked is mind-boggling. Like, in every category, Wicked outplays Emilia Perez. And so maybe I understand the nominations for the acting and the
directing.
I don't know. Winning Best Musical / Comedy over Wicked is a crime. You agree?
Yes. Yeah, I don't even know what else was in that category for Best Musical and Comedy.
The Substance, I believe.
A Real Pay? Does that count as a comedy? Or is
that... Yeah, I'd say so. Should I have a look? Have a look at what the Golden Globes...
But regardless, yeah, the comparisons to Wicked will obviously be drawn because of all of the musical aspect. But this does not feel like a musical. The thing is, with musical films, you kind of have to lean into the fact that, okay, this is a bit... The songs are larger than life. You've got films like La La Land where they go into the dance numbers and it's like the emotion progresses to the point where they have to sing.
It kind of felt like this movie couldn't decide what it wanted to be. It felt like 4 separate movies.
Well, no, that's the thing. It was 3 distinct stories. I felt as though there was 3 distinct stories. It was like, right, Emilia Perez is now Emilia Perez. Done. And that happens in the first 40 minutes. Then you have the story about Emilia Perez meeting up with her family again, which is kind of a story.
And starting the charity to find...
And then in the end, it turns into some... back to some cartel
team breaking bad cartel
thing.
War. It felt so disjointed throughout. Like the narrative was all over the shop. Like we said, it felt like 3 different movies. It wasn't cohesive. It just didn't work. And now, if we look at the best film, musical or comedy, these are the nominations. It was Emilia Perez, Anora, Challengers, A Real Pain, The Substance, and Wicked. Emilia Perez is the worst one on that
Challengers
list.
Shouldn't even really be in that category.
Well, it's a comedy, I guess. This is what I don't like about the Globes as well.
It's a load of rubbish. When you think of Challengers, I'd be like, damn, that's like a drama. Like.
Well, it's like when The Bear wins every award for musical or comedy TV series.
Is it?
I'm like, it's neither.
Emilia Perez, Anora. I haven't seen Anora, but I imagine it's better than that. Well, all of these are better than that.
I've seen A Real Pain, I've seen Wicked, I've seen Challengers. I've not seen The Substance yet. But the rest are way better than Emilia Perez. It blows my mind. So, yeah, moral of the story, do not watch this movie if you don't want to waste 2 hours 15 of your life.
It's way too long. It wasn't. 2 hours 15 is way too long.
And it felt like 4 hours.
It was awful. We got through the first hour, and me, Toby, and my best friend Kit honestly wanted nothing more but the ground to open up and swallow us whole.
It was a tough
awful
watch.
We could have watched 3 nines. We could have watched.
Henry is referring to this, or I've not seen it. This little animated movie about sock puppets called Nine.
9. It's about 70 minutes long, and it's brilliant. But I really wanted to watch that, but instead, no, we had to watch Emilia bloody Perez.
So yeah, that is the end of our Emilia Perez.
And we give it a 2
interview. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Well, not even that. 1 out of 5 seems alright. So maybe 1.5 out of 10 for me.
2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Anyway,
end of that segment.
That segment.
Nice.
But as we say, we are in the thick of it.
Everybody knows.
Of awards season. We've had the Golden Globes that have just gone. The BAFTA nominations are out, which obviously means we are leading up to the Oscars. The most exciting night of the year for me is either that or the Super Bowl. They're both really soon.
Well, speaking of awards, of course, the BAFTAs are coming up, and we had the pleasure of going to the BAFTA, let me get this thing right, the BAFTA EE Rising Star Award nomination breakfast, lunch thing, whatever, press thing. It was great. We met up with James from Pulp Kitchen, Seamus Gorman was there. It was
really
lovely.
enjoyable morning.
A nice little breakfast, and then they announced the nominations presented by Jack
O'Connell and Ali Plum.
Yeah.
They did well. The nominations, 3 out of the 5 of them were there.
Yeah, so 3 out of the 5 were there, and just to remind you, the nominations for Rising Star at the EE BAFTAs are Miss Marissa Abella for Back to Black. Jarrell Jerome. Okay.
I can't remember what that was for.
I can't remember what that was for, and it's annoying that the BAFTA website doesn't say. David Johnson, who played
Alien Romulus.
Was it Benny in Alien Romulus?
Benji, maybe.
Benji. The synth. The synth. Yeah. Mikey Madison for Anora, and Naban Rizwan
for that was for the one that's showing on screen.
Yeah, it was about an actor
in camera. There it is.
Yeah.
He was funny.
Naban, David, and Marissa were there.
Yeah.
Naban, really, I had no idea who he was, but he was really funny.
He was really funny. Yeah, he just seemed like a really normal guy, which was really nice.
Yeah, and I respect it when actors aren't preachy. Yeah, I remember turning to you and saying, I was like, these people get off their eye, bloody.
Where was that?
I can't remember, but we go to some things, and these actors are like, I know you're a performer and everything, like you're an actor. But some of these screen actors really do think they're God's gift to the world, and it really winds me up.
I get what you mean.
It's like, oh, just have faith in yourself and you'll get there. No,
Hard work.
no, manifestation. No, hard work and practice will get you there. Not wanting it. Wanting it is one thing.
I think you
working
also said
for
it
it's
before
another.
about how they like. There's a lot of kind of glazing their craft.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I kind of understand it. I do get it about, fully wanting to indulge in a character and make it the best you can and relate to as much as you can. But there is a line, isn't there?
There is a line.
Either way, we're tangenting.
Yeah, they announced the nominations, and as soon as they started talking about Back to Black, I immediately switched off.
That's a movie I'm not going to watch on principle, I think.
That fundamentally upset me. It was like Baby's first Amy Winehouse, and it was very, very upsetting to me. As a big Amy Winehouse fan, I was just, no, do better. And all power to Marissa Abella. I'm sure she's very good. Not in that role. I didn't like her at all. But David Johnson, I think, was very well.
He's great in that movie.
He was
great.
Really
He's
good.
He's 31 though. Is that a rising star?
Well, this is the thing. What we were saying about the Globes, the way that they define these awards needs a bit of work.
I guess actually, no, I take that back. I guess you can be rising at any age.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily a youth thing. But
again, like Marissa Rabella's been in like a very long-running TV series.
David was in that with her.
Yeah, I believe all of them were. I believe Naban was in it.
Yeah, he said he was in like one episode and got cut off.
Regardless, that's an interesting award category.
I think, well, we're going to have a little segment later. We're going to go through and choose our winners for the BAFTAs. And there'll be a little bet, maybe. So something the loser has to do. So we'll save who we think is going to win that.
But as for now, I think we just run down the BAFTA nominations alphabetically. At this point, the Oscar nominations haven't been announced.
No, they're not.
And I
out
believe
just yet.
this episode will be going out the day before the actual BAFTAs.
Yeah.
Or that week. So this is a good little BAFTA catch up for everyone. So started off with adapted screenplay. We've got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, which I actually haven't even heard of.
No, neither.
And Sing Sing. Immediately, we'll talk about who we think would win later. But interesting category. There are some immediate things that we're going to see all the time. Conclave, Emilia Perez.
Have you seen Conclave?
I haven't.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
You haven't seen Sing Sing.
I've not.
And Sing Sing is my favourite film last year.
Yeah.
Now. I think that is utterly brilliant.
Okay.
So that's adapted screenplay. Should we have a quick look at the other screenplay?
Yeah, original screenplay.
Original screenplay. A Real Pain, Jesse Eisenberg.
Phenomenal writing. Have you seen that one?
No. Nora. Kneecap, which is that Irish film.
I watched that the other day.
The Brutalist, which
it's not out here.
We can't watch yet. And The Substance.
Okay. I've seen a lot of these. A Real Pain, the writing. If you saw my review on TikTok, the writing is phenomenal. It's so natural and it's so real. And Jesse Eisenberg just knows how to write, man, and direct. It's phenomenal.
I really like Jesse Eisenberg. I think he's a really interesting guy.
Yeah, I agree. He's absolutely phenomenal. There's Kieran Culkin is phenomenal in this as well. He deserved the Golden Globe win for sure. What about the animated films?
So animated film, we've got Flow, which is that film dialogueless, no dialogue in it, about a cat.
That won the Golden Globe as well.
Yeah. Inside Out 2, The Wild Robot, and Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. Which, of course, I think it'll either go to Flow or Wallace and Gromit.
I think I'm with you on that. It'll be one of those two. The Wild Robot is very good.
I'd love I prefer The Wild Robot over Inside Out and
me too.
Gromit.
No, my favourite on that list is Wallace and Gromit, but I don't know which one would take it.
I reckon it'll go to Flow or Wallace and Gromit because of the British thing. Best film, right? A Complete Unknown, Timothée Chalamet, Bob Dylan film. Nora, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and The Brutalist.
Annoyingly, I think Emilia Perez will get an Oscar on Best Film just because there is 10 nominations. But
which is just just obscene, just utterly obscene.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, British short animation, which we haven't seen.
Don't care
Adios,
about, really.
Monk's Christmas, Wonder to Wonder, British short film. Marion, Milk, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Stomach Bug, The Flowers Stand Silently Witnessing. I actually do want to make a bit more of an effort to watch the shorter films.
Yeah.
Because
Like
I watched,
yeah.
Right, casting, which is an interesting category. Again, the same names are coming up in all of these categories: A Complete Unknown, Honora, Conclave, Kneecap, and The Apprentice. So that's the first one.
Kneecap's a funny one for that
For
because
casting.
it's the actual band members playing themselves in the movie.
So how is? Yeah.
So I don't know about the casting there because.
I think
for them.
I think if that's allowed, then the Sing Sing casting should, because that's all the actual prisoners, and that's like really impactful stuff. Like having them there's like really good.
Oh well, who knows?
Anyway, children's and family film.
Oh my god, my favourite category.
Flo, Kenzuki's Kingdom, The Wild Robot, and Wallace and Gromit: A Vengeance Most Foul.
What's the difference between that and animated film?
I
It's
don't
the
know,
same
because
category,
isn't Kenzuki's Kingdom also animated?
I don't know.
I swear there's an animated version of that film.
Shall I have a look?
Yeah. Also, I'd love to know what defines a children's and family film. I think that needs a bit of work, that category. It's a bit weird. Kenzuki's Kingdom, of course, based on the Michael Morpurgo book, I believe. I think I studied that at school, yeah. Who also wrote War Horse and... what else did Michael Morpurgo do? Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. Kenzuki's Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's animated.
It's animated. And that's literally the animation category, minus Inside Out.
Got Sally Hawkins and Cillian Murphy.
Which is very weird. Anyway. Cinematography. Conclave. Dune Part 2.
Yep.
Emilia Perez.
Really?
Nosferatu and The Brutalist. I'd love Dune to get that.
I think it should. It won the Oscar for the first one, so it's in good stead.
It really should. I mean, come on. Brilliant. It's also like Dune isn't really nominated for that much else.
No.
Which is such a shame. It's like every film that came out in January has just been forgotten about. Like Challengers isn't anywhere in this.
No.
Costume design, A Complete Unknown, Blitz, Conclave, Nosferatu, Wicked. Give it to Wicked.
Wicked should be taken now.
Paul Tazewell, brilliant. I spoke to Paul Tazewell for about half an hour when I was writing for SFX. Really interesting guy.
Wicked should take that one. Or Nosferatu, actually. Nosferatu.
I feel like the others... Yeah.
Everyone's in the same outfit for Conclave, so...
I hope Wicked wins. I think Paul Tazewell won an Oscar, or at least was nominated for his designs of Spielberg's West Side Story.
Oh, they won costuming for that.
Yeah, they director. Honora. Conclave. Oh, Denise nominated for Doom Part 2. That's good.
Nice.
Sorry. Emilia Perez. The Brutalist and The Substance.
Okay. Yeah, no surprises there.
No, I mean, it's more of the same. From like word on the street, from what I hear, I think Sean Baker might get that one. I don't see Emilia Perez getting director.
I think The Brutalist might be up there just from all the hype that's getting.
But again, we haven't seen it, have we? Anyway, documentary: Black Box Diaries, Daughters, No Other Land, Superman: The Christopher Reeve Story, and Will and Harper.
I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the Christopher Reeve story is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
You'd really enjoy it.
Yeah, I know.
You'd really enjoy it. And I think Will and Harper should take that one, though. I think that story's too beautiful.
Considering this is a year where a trans representing film, which is utterly terrible, is nominated for everything and shouldn't win, it would be great if a trans representing project that was actually worthwhile and had something to say and was very uplifting.
Great morals, yeah.
Should win that. Editing. You gotta be kidding me. Honora, Conclave, Dune, Emilia Perez, and Kneecap.
If Emilia Perez wins
joke.
editing, I'm going to flip this sofa. What?
That's
dear Lord. That is so bad.
That's interesting, though, that Sean Bacon directed and edited it.
Get in, Sean Baker. Get in.
Very weird. Anyway, Rising Star we've spoken about.
Yeah.
Film not in the English
Emilia
language.
Perez, there it is.
All We Imagine as Light, I haven't heard of. Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Kneecap, and The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Emilia Perez will win that.
I hope Cat wins it, but
You'd hope, given that, I know Ireland isn't in Great Britain, but like it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Leading actor, Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. Ralph Fiennes, Conclave. Hugh Grant for The Heretic, which caught me a bit off guard when I read about that. I thought that was a bit
I've not seen
odd.
it, but he's been turning in some horrible performances recently. So
Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing. Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice and Adrian Brody in The Brutalist.
okay,
Haven't seen The Brutalist.
hold your breath on this one because we'll argue about it later. Because
Leading actress, Mikey Madison for Honora, also nominated for Rising Star. Carla Sofia Gascon. Gascon?
Yeah.
Emilia Perez. Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths. What film was that?
I've seen a poster of Hard Truth. I believe I've not seen.
Saoirse Ronan, The Outrun, and Demi Moore, The Substance. Oh, and Cynthia Erivo for Wicked.
Right.
Interesting. I can see it. Well, we will talk.
Yeah.
about it,
Hold it off for a second, darling.
Makeup and hair. Dune Part 2. Emilia Perez. I'm trying to think. What was the makeup? What was the hair? Just still losing it. It was just them.
It was just them. Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Brilliant.
That'd be great.
He looked great.
The Substance and Wicked.
Okay.
Tough category, except Emilia
Yeah.
Perez.
The rest is really good. Really
That's
good stuff.
absolutely obscene. And original score, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu. We need to do a video of me slowly losing my mind over Emilia Perez. Nosferatu.
Oh, I'll take over. The Brutalist and the Wild Robot.
Give it to the Wild Robot, please God. Let it win
music was
something.
really good,
Oh
actually.
my God, I Need a Lift. I listen to all the
I
time.
will say this though.
Nosferatu.
Yeah. Have you seen Nosferatu?
But I've the trailers and I get the vibe of it.
The music in Nosferatu is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So scary.
I just want the Wild Robot to win something. I love that movie.
We've done screenplay.
Outstanding British film. Bird. Haven't heard of it. Blitz.
I've watched that.
Yeah. Conclave. Gladiator 2. Hard Truths. Again, I haven't heard of that. Kneecap. Lee.
That's the one with Kate Winslet.
Yeah. Love Lies Bleeding. The Outrun. And Wallace and Gromit.
Love Lies Bleeding's quite good. That's the one with Kristen Stewart, where she's a wrestler.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
God, there's a lot of categories, isn't there? I forgot about this. For the
Oh no, we're near the end now. Outstanding debut by a British writer, director, or producer. Horde, Kneecap, Monkey Man, Santosh, and Sister Midnight. I've only heard of Kneecap and Monkey Man.
Yeah, me too.
God, I've got some watching to do
Yeah,
before the BAFTAs come on.
You absolutely do.
Production design, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, The Brutalist, and Wicked. Tough category, that.
Yeah. Thank God Emilia Perez isn't there.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Sound. Blitz, Dune Part 2, Gladiator 2, The Substance, and Wicked.
Okay. Let's just round through the final three ones, then we'll go through and place our bets.
Visual effects, Better Man. Okay.
Nice. For the gorilla. The
Dune Part 2, Gladiator 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. Supporting actor, Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown, Kieran Culkin in Real Pain, Yura Borisov.
Yeah, that's better.
That's it. In Honora, Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing, Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice, Guy Pearce, The Brutalist, and supporting actress, Isabella Rossellini, Conclave, Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez, Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Jamie Lee Curtis for The Last Showgirl, and Ariana Grande for Wicked.
If Jamie Lee Curtis wins this, I'm going to not be happy.
That's a bit mental.
Why is she there? That's the only nomination for that movie.
And of course, it's Jamie Lee. I actually really like Jamie Lee Curtis as a person, but I think her being in there is very, very peculiar.
Very odd. Very odd.
Very peculiar indeed. Yeah. Oh, that was nerve-wracking.
That was scary. It's like we say. There's a lot of repeat offenders in there.
A lot. Conclave, Emilia Perez, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown.
Makes me laugh that The Brutalist has so many nominations yet. It's not even out here.
Yeah,
Till like January 28th.
There was another one like that came out last year that took forever.
Holdovers, yeah.
We got in mid-January.
Yeah, for a Christmas movie.
For a Christmas film.
Okay, now I think is the time to go through and place our bets.
Place our bets as to not who we want to win,
Who we think will win.
but we will give our opinions on both.
We need to settle on a forfeit.
I think a forfeit is the loser has to do something along the lines of a TikTok dance of choice. The other person picks a TikTok dance that the other needs to do on the TikTok account and the Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, shake on it.
That's
Huzzah.
fine. As long as it's not too slutty.
Can't promise anything.
Okay. Right. Let's go through and say who we think. Adapted screenplay. Okay. So the nominee.
I'm going to go let's just place bet. I'm going to go for Conclave.
I would like Sing Sing to win. And I will stick to my guns and say Sing Sing.
Okay. Good.
I think I'll go with Sing Sing.
Great.
Animated film. Flow will win. I think Flow will win. If Wallace and Gromit could win the others. These
Should we say we can't choose the same one? Because I chose first last time, you chose first this time.
Okay.
Make it a bit easier.
Yeah, make it a bit of fun.
I'll go Wallace and Gromit.
Okay.
It's
all
very
right.
windy outside.
It is. Best film.
So I get to choose first.
Yeah. Ooh. So last year that was Oppenheimer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go...
We haven't had one this year that's been like that.
No.
That certainty.
No, I'm going to go for The Brutalist. I've not seen it, but I'm hedging my bets.
Okay. I'll go with... Ooh.
Emilia Perez, maybe?
Ooh. I could see Conclave's not going to win it. That won't win best film.
That would have been my second choice, Conclave. It is very good.
I'll go with the Nora.
Okay.
I couldn't see them announcing. I don't think A Complete Unknown will win.
No. None of us have seen the British short animation.
So we'll skip the short films because we've not seen any of them. Casting.
You go first, my friend.
I'll go The Apprentice.
I really want to watch that.
I think Sebastian Stan as Trump is like that is like a really strong casting choice. Like that's something that they've something will the rest maybe A Complete Unknown actually.
I'm gonna go.
I'll lock in The Apprentice though.
Conclave.
Okay.
Part of me wanted to go Kneecap, but I still don't fully understand the casting aspect.
I don't know how they vote.
Go Conclave.
I'm uncertain how they judge that category. Anyway, children's and family film. I reckon will be Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul because like.
Hey, I go first here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. You chose.
Yeah. Go on.
Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. I'm stealing it from you. Sorry.
I'll go Wild Robot.
Yeah.
Then because I don't think they can't give the same. They can't. I don't know. Anyway, that's a weird one.
Now you choose first for cinematography.
Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dune.
Nosferatu.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the one thing I left feeling about that movie was just how beautiful it was.
It's Robert Eggers. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, that's the
if
thing.
you've
You've got
seen The
Eggers
Lighthouse,
and Villeneuve.
yeah.
Like, those are two visual filmmakers.
Robert Eggers clearly had such an idea, an image for this film, and he just nailed it. Like the lighting and the editing and the cinematography, like blew me away, and it just created this beautiful visual.
It'll be tough. I'm intrigued to see what people think when the Oscar nominations.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'll go for
costume design. I'm gonna go for Wicked.
Bastard.
Yeah, sorry, I need on that one.
I'll take Nosferatu then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Director. I'll go with
Joaquin Odiad or Emilia Perez.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I'll go with Dune.
Denis Villeneuve.
I want him to win.
Okay, I'm gonna go for. Sorry for that little technical difficulty. The camera stopped recording.
I know. These are the joys of running our own little studio now, isn't it? It's very exciting.
But as I was just saying, I've chosen Edward Berger for the director, and you went Denis Villeneuve, correct?
That's right.
Yes. Okay. So next, documentary. We've not really seen. I mean, I've seen.
You've seen.
I'll give my 2 pence for it. I would want Will and Harper to win.
Okay.
Just because it's a very important story, and it's a beautiful friendship as well. So
I'll have to check it out.
Editing, you take the first one on this one, mate.
I will go with Dune. The other ones seem like very normal edited films.
Conclave, the editing was not something I ever really thought about. I've not seen Anora, so I'm going to go Kneecap.
Okay.
Just because the editing in that was really good.
Okay.
Especially like during the music montages where they're making the songs or performing the songs. That was really great. Rising Star Award. I'm going to go with Mikey Madison.
I think he'll go with. I agree. Yeah. But I can't have her, so David Johnson.
Yeah, I think that's the closest.
David Johnson, that's a close second. I think I could see Marissa Abella getting it because for some reason...
A British thing.
Yeah, Amy Winehouse is... Yeah, I don't know. I really
This is the only one voted for by the public as well.
Oh, if it's only voted for by the public, it'll go to Mikey Madison.
I believe so. Yeah, this is the only one voted for at the BAFTAs by the public. So, who knows? But yeah, Mikey Madison for me, Marissa Abella. Oh no, it was David for you, right?
Yeah, David Johnson.
Yes, okay. You film it on the English language.
Well, I've only seen Emilia Perez.
Well,
I'm going first, so I'll take Emilia Perez.
Fine. I'm going to take I'm Still Here. I've not seen it, but it won the Globe over Emilia Perez.
Really?
But it won the Globe.
That's weird.
I'm pretty certain. If I'm honest, I'd want Kneecap to get it. Really good film, but looking at the Globes and how Emilia Perez is stacking up here, I think maybe it'll go to Emilia Perez.
Right, now on to the biggies. We've got leading actor. Who are you taking?
Oh, I'm going to go Adrian Brody.
Okay.
For The Brutalist. He's an Academy favourite, Oscar favourite. They love him. He won the Globe. He's picking up steam with The Brutalist. So let's go that way.
I could see Timothée Chalamet taking it.
Okay.
Because he's never had a big leading actor win. And I feel like this has really been... The past few years have really been his year. Like, he's gaining a lot of momentum. Yeah. I could see him getting it for this.
To be honest, this is a stat cat. I could see Ralph Fiennes getting it for Conclave. He's very good in that.
Hugh Grant seems to be the only real outlier.
Yeah, especially because is Heretic a horror film?
Or is it's like
scary,
a
spooky?
biblical thriller.
Fine. I don't know how the BAFTA... Like, the Oscars don't like horror film.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the BAFTAs feel about that.
And then leading actress.
For you.
Ooh, I'll take...
It's a good category.
I'll take Demi Moore.
She won the Globe?
I think Demi Moore. She won the Globe. Mikey Madison will get leading actress. Not leading actress, rising star. So then I see Demi Moore.
I think you're right there.
I don't think Cynthia will get it. And I will be utterly astounded if Carla Sofia Gascon gets it.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with... I think Demi Moore's a lock there. So I'm going to go for Cynthia Erivo.
Okay.
Just to support a bit of Wicked. Makeup and hair. First of all, Oscars, you need to recognise makeup and hair. Wham.
Yeah.
Wham. So do the Oliviers, actually. No, I think Oscars do, actually, do they?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. The Oliviers definitely don't, so get on that. Makeup and hair. Now, for me, I think this is a two-horse race.
Go on.
I'm going to go for Nosferatu.
And I'll go for Wicked.
That's the two I was between.
Wicked,
yeah. God, I don't know.
Frances Hannon's lovely as well on Wicked.
Oh, God, we get it.
So
we get it.
nice.
You've interviewed him. Original screenplay. Me to go first. God, this is a tough category.
Yeah.
I'm stuck between The Brutalist and A Real Pain, and I'm gonna go with The Brutalist.
Oh, fine. I'll take A Real Pain off of your recommendation.
Yeah, my heart wants A Real Pain to win, but I think the BAFTAs will give it The Brutalist.
Okay.
Especially if that's leading the charge for Best Picture.
Right, okay.
Like, there's a thing, especially at the Oscars, where if they win original screenplay, it instantly boosts their chances at the Best Picture movie.
Really,
Best
right.
Picture movie.
Like,
My
so
40 years old.
Yeah.
The Best Motion Picture.
Now we've got British film, and I'm going to take...
A lot of nominees for this one.
Yeah, there are a lot of nominees. I think I'll take Conclave.
Bitch.
I think Wallace and Gromit would be cool if they won.
I think that'd be great. I really enjoyed Blitz when I watched it. I'm gonna go Gladiator 2.
Okay.
Just because it's pretty much his only nomination. So let's
Production design
go for that.
would be another big close one. And what are you taking?
I'm gonna go for Wicked.
I'll take Dune.
Yeah, those are the two strongest. Nosferatu as well.
Sound. I'll take Sound.
Well, this is tough, actually. The sound in Blitz is really good. You actually feel like kind of in the streets of London during the Blitz. Very good. I watched that in the cinemas as well. So
I think
whichever one of the two you don't take, I'll take the other one.
I'll take Dune.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take Wicked then.
Fine. Because I don't think Wicked's that... It's like the music, it's not sound. It's like...
Yeah, but you hear it, it's a sound.
Yeah, but
but
Stephen Schwartz isn't in there. I mean, it's like the sound makes it like... And
well,
anyway, it's like the Omnithopters sound and like the guns.
The what?
Omnithopters, that's what they're called, the things in Dune.
Oh, sorry, I'm with you now.
Yeah.
Special visual effects. Dune Part 2.
Okay, I'll take Planet of the Apes.
Really?
Yeah, why not? It's
Okay.
the only thing it's up for.
Great. Yourself for supporting actor.
Supporting actor, I'll take Clarence Macklin. I really want him to win.
I feel like you've left that one open for me.
Go on, I don't care.
Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain.
I would love to see him win.
Can you
And
turn
I
your phone
think
off,
that would
please?
be
We're recording. Who'd have thought it? Okay, Kieran Culkin for me. He won the Globe.
Fine, that's fine. You take supporting actress. Essentially, whichever you don't take, I'll take the one that isn't in Emilia Perez.
Ariana Grande. Wicked.
You know what? It depends if I want to back my morals or if I want to win the bet. Because I think Zoe Saldana will win that.
Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
There's an Insegna. Saldana.
Yo.
Yeah, but she's not.
And Zoe Saldana.
So
that's
put some
what it
effort in.
says. Saldana.
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 You can see the little squiggle over the end.
I didn't study Spanish. Zoe
But you've got some
Saldana.
culture about, you know?
Zoe Saldana. Saldana.
Saldana.
Right. Zoe Saldana. That's what it says.
You uncultured swine.
Zoe Saldana. Look at me.
It's not Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, but they're not going to go,
Zoe Saldana.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Enrique Calvert.
Yes, they would.
They're not going to go.
When I
Enrique
speak
Calvert.
Spanish, I go, Hola, mi amo es Tobias Turley.
Really?
You don't go Tobias Turley. Eh?
When I'm in France, I go, Bonjour, je m'appelle Henri Calvert.
Do you actually?
Yeah, because that's what my old French teacher used to call me.
No.
Henri Calvert.
If it's an English word.
Bonjour, Henri. That's not my name.
Bonjour, Henri.
It's Henry Calvert.
Come on.
Anyway,
well, that's it. That's the final one.
It'll go to Zoe Saldana, I reckon.
Better.
So I'll say Zoe Saldana.
Okay.
Which
those are our predictions for the Globes.
Really unfortunate.
We'll come back to you after for the BAFTAs even. We'll come back to you after the BAFTAs and see who was the victor.
It'll be interesting. I'm kind of, you know what? And I don't want to big myself up here. I am so happy I was involved with last year's BAFTAs.
Yeah,
as opposed to this year's BAFTAs.
Oh, I'd love to be involved in the BAFTAs this year.
No, I just mean from a films that are nominated standpoint.
Oh yeah, I mean, 2023 was a
2023 was such a good year, and this year's
such
just been a
year. Yeah.
This year
I've added a lot more.
Sucked.
Since we did our 2024 in review, I've added a lot more 2024 movies to my list that I've watched. And even still, I don't think there's a 5-star in there.
There's none that I'm so keen. Cinema was thriving last year. Really, Barbenheimer did so much for cinema.
Yeah.
And this year we just haven't had a big event. What's the biggest? We had Wicked, but the Glickid, which didn't they came out on the same day in America, but not here. Let me look at my 2023 releases. There's the Flower Moon,
3 5-star like Oppenheimer, The Bike Riders, Across the Spider-Verse, The Holdovers, John Wick 4, The Killer, The Iron Claw, Barbie, All of Us Strangers, Knock at the Cabin.
You had these understated films that kind of grew with the bigger ones. Iron Claw was kind of understated for a while, but then that gained a lot of traction. I'm
surprised Furiosa's had no nominations.
Yeah, nothing for visuals, directing,
or sound.
Nada.
Speak No Evils had nothing.
Whereas this year, again, The Holdovers, kind of a smaller film that was then uplifted by all of this traction.
Well, that was 2023, but for us, it came out, as you said earlier, mid-January for 2024. So it was part of last year's, yeah.
Wait, sorry, we're now in 2025.
Yes, that was in the 2024's, yeah.
But last 2023 was really strong, especially even in the award season. Whereas this, I don't know, did anyone actually see Sing Sing? It got a limited release just in Picture House for a week.
Yeah, crazy. But I mean, everything that's nominated is the best of the bunch. The Nosferatu, Real Pain, Conclave, Kneecap. The rest is just drivel. The Piano Lesson was fine. The Colour Purple was good. There's just not much. It's a really disappointing year for movies. And I hope 2025 is a much better year. But
can I hope?
Well, the thing is, we were meant to have the Batman 2 this year. That's been pushed back to 2026.
The most excited things I'm most excited for: Superman.
Yes.
Avatar 3. So I love the Avatar movies.
I like the Avatar movies.
And big budget stuff. I think
Mickey
that's about
17,
it.
the new Bong Joon-ho movie.
Oh yeah.
Wolfman, 28 years later.
Even Marvel. Who's excited for Captain America: Brave New World?
I'm not particularly. I'm really excited for Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Superman.
Wicked 2.
Wicked 2. What's
Again,
this
it's just
one?
a lot of
Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. That's the new Knives Out film. That
28 years later. Should be interesting.
The final installment in the Mission Impossible franchise. Final Reckoning.
Anyway, but 2024 has been a pretty weak year, and I think the fact that Emilia Perez has gotten this much traction is a real testament to how rubbish last year was. What an absolute joke that film is nominated for as much as it is.
Yeah,
I don't understand the way that these things are planned or chosen. Whoever's on these voting boards needs to open their bloody eyes. And I think something came out recently that a lot of the Oscars voting board don't actually watch all of the films because they just don't have time.
Doesn't surprise
I'm
me.
Yeah, fine, but also why are you watching Emilia Perez?
Surely they have a select list where these people have to watch every movie in contention.
Yeah.
Because isn't it if you win an Oscar, you're able to vote on who wins the Oscar next?
Oh really?
I think so, because you join the Academy or something. Maybe I remember hearing that when I was younger, but maybe that's complete rubbish.
That's pretty cool. An elite club.
Do you have a favourite Oscar speech, like Oscar winner's speech?
Oh, Ke Huy Quan's. But I think that's recency biased.
Yeah,
Like,
my favourite is just because he's my favourite, Matthew McConaughey's.
Yeah.
It's a bit preachy, but I really like the sentiment behind it, where he says like there are 3 things he works for, and how his idol's always 10 years ahead of him. And that really, I think, when was that, 2016? So as a 16-year-old actor wanting to do this, that really stuck with me for quite a long time. That one's really good. I also like...
I like Keys because it's just so pure. You're just so pure and so nice, and good on you, lad.
I think Joe Pesci, when he won for Goodfellas, he came up and went, Thank you.
Yeah,
walked off.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I've been like, if I was to win the What's on Stage award, you do have to give a speech. And I'm like, do I make a statement if it's me? Do I go out and I'm like, cheers?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Well, I'm like, what are you talking about? I hate, again, actors who are like using this thing as like a political billboard.
That's what Leonardo DiCaprio's. Oh, no. Yeah, Leo's was as well. Joaquin Phoenix's was as well.
It's like also Francis McDormand does a lot of that stuff. And I'm like, please, God, you're in your job. Do your job. And like, it's like what Ricky Gervais said at the Globes years ago. Greta Thunberg has been in school longer than all of these people. And
no,
like,
I get it. Because
you know
I agree, but I also disagree because these people are some of the biggest people in the world. So when Leonardo DiCaprio did it, he's one of the most famous and recognizable people in the world. So he's actually using his platform to say something.
Well, it's that, but I swear there was a year, so someone won. So this is very fucking descriptive, but someone won something, right? And so,
you know what he's on about?
Someone won something, and they brought out with them like an ambassador of this charity or something.
Oh God!
And I was like, they said their thank yous, whatever. Thanks so much to me, agent, whatever. And then gave the rest of their time to this ambassador of what I really wish I could remember what it was. That I was like, brilliant. Like, okay, yeah, you've like uplifted an educated voice on this. And
you preferred that? I thought you were saying that's a bit too pretentious.
I think that's brilliant. I think that's great. I don't think that's pretentious. I'm like, right, yeah, absolutely. Like, if you want to use your platform there, uplift that.
I get that, and that's a good idea. But to me as well, I feel like as soon say for example that was Joaquin Phoenix. As soon as Joaquin Phoenix goes and this person is from this charity, he's going to speak to you. I feel like a lot of people would have switched off if they're watching on YouTube or something. If Joaquin was to actually say it, then it's a bit more gripping.
Yeah, you know? I don't know. I think it also depends on like who's viewing it. I'm like I'm very jaded to all of that kind of things. All of those kind of preachy. It just doesn't sit with me. Like, it just doesn't sit right.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, I guess if you like are a real big fan of that actor and honestly, I think my reverence of actors have kind of like gone down since doing all the social media stuff and being around them.
Yeah, you've met a lot of them.
Because you're around them and you just realise these are just people who eat and shit exactly like us. Like, they are just... They're just folk. And I think I don't put them on as much as of a pedestal as I used to. But I do with like older actors, like Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire and Jane Powell. Like, I put their talent up on a pedestal because it's like you look at the stuff that they achieve just purely in their films and it's phenomenal.
Yeah. What's the going off that? Is there like what actor or actress would you still like to meet now? Like, because obviously you've met a lot.
Who's still around? Well, like working.
Yeah. Who would you most like to interview / meet?
I think I'd have a really, really good time interviewing. Wait, who was I thinking of? I'd love to interview Damien Chazelle.
Cool.
I think that would be very cool.
Yeah.
The guy who directed La La Land, Whiplash, Babylon. First Man. Of course. Who can forget? But actor-wise, I think I'm more interested with the theatre people. Like, I'd really like to meet Jonathan Groff,
cool.
Jeremy Jordan, because Because it's like,
So
I think
sick.
after the Jeff and Jonathan interview, I was like, I need to interview people who are on my wavelength.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like the more theatre-y people I can get, the better. I think that would be really cool. Anyway, what about you? Who do you want to... Because, again, you don't want to meet them and then be a dick. Like, I wouldn't want to meet Robert De Niro, because he'd be a dick.
Yeah. I think it's different for me, because I've actually not been in that scenario where I've been interviewing them, so it's a hard one for me to answer, because it'd just be like Matthew McConaughey. And
Yeah. But he actually comes across really well.
He comes across great.
He comes across really well. And I think...
But yes, it's a different question for me to answer, I guess, because
I'd like to meet...
as much as you have.
Take That.
Yeah.
As like a celebrity, I think meeting Take That would be very cool, because I actually do adore their music, and I like their talent. And
I love their music. When I was in Canada, I was introducing the Canadians to Take That.
Yeah, I just think they're great, and I just love the fact that a lot of them they do feel just like British blokes.
Yeah.
And they haven't gone through to Hollywood. They're just British blokes still doing their music, and I respect that.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to someone about the A Better Man movie with Robbie Williams, and they were like, "Oh yeah, but people don't really know Robbie Williams over here." And I was like, "Well, do you know Take That?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
Tonight, the sky above.
But yeah, that is interesting. What song you introduced them to first?
I think I did. See, it's difficult because one of my favorite Take That album is the Evolution album, or Progress, I think it was called.
What, the one where Robbie comes
with
back?
The Flood and SOS and the Kids. Yeah.
Kids is such a have you seen their performance at the Brits in 2015 when they did Kids?
No.
Oh, it's so good. Robbie's loving it.
I think I showed them. Yeah, it was. Oh, it was actually these four actually: Patient, Back for Good, Shine.
I think
and
you've
Rule
got to
the
start
World.
with Patience.
Yeah,
Patience is a really good
But
song.
also
It's
then,
very universal.
I was speaking to Keelan's mum, Melody. So I was like, oh, maybe I should play like their more retro stuff, like the 80s stuff. That's why I played Back for Good.
Relight My Fire.
Yeah. But yeah, that Progress album was so good.
And that tour was one of the it still is one of the biggest tours the UK have ever seen.
Really?
Everyone I knew.
Ticket sales or venues?
Like a ticket sale, everything.
Wow.
I went when I was, I don't know, I must have been 12. I remember it to this day. They had this massive metal man, and I remember Robbie.
Oh my god, I remember that.
And I remember Jason and Robbie leaving afterwards and being distraught. Because I was like, Take That or Ended, and then they came back with These Days on the 3 album.
Yeah.
I really liked These Days, but then all their other tracks and terrible.
That
was our little tangent for today.
Spell about Take That.
But yeah, let us know what you think about all of the awards nonsense that's going on.
Let us know your predictions.
Is there anything that you wish were nominated that hasn't been?
Yeah, and maybe recommend us some TikTok dances for the loser to do, which will go out on the TikTok, podcast TikTok account called Scene Stealers Podcast.
It'll also go up as a reel as well on Scene
we'll
Stealers
get it up
Pod on
everywhere.
Instagram.
But in the meantime, thank you so much again for tuning into season 2 of Scene Stealers. We have a lot more coming your way, and we're both very excited about it. You can follow me at Tobias_Turley on Instagram.
And I'm Henry.Calvert.
Yeah, the letterbox. We're on YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you kind of get your podcasts. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.